stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down at 4. Mond out of the shotgun. And off to the races down the right side. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Minnesota. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. On 1st and 10, here's Mond. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
And the pressure gets to him again. Julian Okwara. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Lambert. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Khalif Raymond. his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a... pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround, 90. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake, Mon. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Levi Onwuzurike in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is Harris. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, some breaks and tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down. Julian Okwara bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
The 1st down pass. A fumble on the play.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Lions 14, Vikings 3.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Mon going to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mon. He's got Smith here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Out left side here to Bryant. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Off play action. Lambert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Julian Okwara. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check 13, check 13.
Another try after the first down sack. Mudd forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. That'll be a gain of 16, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they go play action here. Mudd. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Lambert. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Swift. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Check. 42's the mark. All day, baby. All day. All day.
Running for it. Here's Cook, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Vikings 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Nwangu on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Mon now off of play action. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, here's Mon. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Rolling to his right. That catch good for only a couple.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. To throw again on 2nd down. Mon. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Vikings 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack on first down, Mond. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Ready?
He gets this complete to Cephas. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some space here. 136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And the Lions first down.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this one taken in by Cephas.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, watch that. Check right 54. Line 54. Come on.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll come out in the pistol.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run with Swift. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He'll buy some time right. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
Watch the boot. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Smith-Marset. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
12 more yards.
They'll look to throw again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now it's Swift. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Off play action, Lambert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Taken in at the 11. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Pickup of 18 yards.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Mon. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance.